Do you ever feel like life is so hard that it's hopeless? Have you ever felt a loneliness so deep that it pierced into your soul? Imagine a little girl born into chaos, abandoned, and left to fend for herself in a cruel world. This is the true story of the legendary icon, Marilyn Monroe. Before she shone as a Hollywood star, her life was full of misery and relentless struggle. On June 1, 1926, in Los Angeles, California, a baby girl was born, named Norma Jeane Mortenson, who would later be known to the world as Marilyn Monroe. Norma was born into a broken family. Her mother, Gladys Pearl Baker, was a movie mechanic at RKO Pictures, a hard-working woman with serious mental problems. Meanwhile, Norma's father was a figure she never knew. Without a father figure, and with a mentally unstable mother, little Norma was forced to move from one orphanage to another. Norma Jeane spent most of her childhood in orphanages and foster homes. At the age of 7, she lived in an abusive foster home, where she often experienced mistreatment and violence. In her solitude, Norma Jeane often daydreamed and wished for a better life one day. One by one, the foster homes took turns. At the age of 9, Norma Jeane was placed in a Los Angeles orphanage. In a place full of orphaned and abandoned children, she felt a deep sense of loneliness. In her little heart, she always asked, "Why is life so cruel?" Norma often dreamed of a life where she was loved and cherished. As a teenager, Norma Jeane finally returned to her mother's arms, but the happiness was short-lived. Gladys soon suffered a serious mental breakdown and had to be hospitalized. Norma was again abandoned, and at the age of 16, to avoid returning to the orphanage, she married her neighbor, James Doherty. The marriage was not for love, but for survival. After her husband joined the Navy and was sent overseas, Norma Jeane began working at the Radioplane Munitions Factory ammunition factory to support the war effort. At this factory, she experienced the rigors of working for very low wages and poor working conditions. Working long hours packing parachutes and inspecting aircraft parts, her hands were covered in cuts and dirt. However, Norma Jeane never gave up. Norma Jeane's life changed dramatically when an army photographer, David Conover, came to the factory to photograph the women workers as part of a propaganda campaign. Conover saw something special in Norma Jeane. "You've got something else," he said as he captured her weary yet charming face. After the photos were published, Norma Jeane received attention from several modeling agencies. With conviction and determination, she decided to pursue a career as a model. Her natural and charismatic looks earned her a contract with modeling agency Blue Book Model Agency. Within a short period of time, Norma Jeane was featured on the covers of top magazines. However, modeling was not the end of Norma Jeane's journey. Her ambitions were bigger than just appearing in magazines. She wanted to be an actress, someone who could captivate and inspire people through the big screen. She changed her name to Marilyn Monroe, a name that would later become a legend. Marilyn's journey to Hollywood was not easy. She had to face a lot of rejection and was often told that she wasn't talented enough. However, the unyielding spirit that had been honed since childhood gave her the strength to keep fighting. Marilyn took acting courses, worked hard to improve her skills, and never gave up despite the odds. Marilyn's efforts finally paid off when she landed a small role in the film Scudder Who, Scudder Hay, in 1947. Although the role did not bring her much recognition, it was the first step toward her big dream. The year 1950 became a turning point in her career, with her appearances in the films The Asphalt Jungle and All About Eve. Although she had little screen time, her charm could not be ignored. Marilyn began to receive more significant roles and eventually starred in Gentlemen Prefer Blondes, 1953, and How to Marry a Millionaire in 1953. With an alluring smile and honed acting talent, Marilyn Monroe became one of Hollywood's biggest stars. But behind the glittering world of entertainment, Marilyn struggled with personal problems and the pressures of fame. One of the most dramatic moments that changed Marilyn's fate happened in 1955. She decided to leave Hollywood and go to New York to study at the Actors Studio under Lee Strasberg. This decision showed her determination to be recognized not only as a sex symbol, but also as a serious and talented actress. Marilyn faced a lot of criticism and doubts, but she continued to fight to be recognized as a true artist. In New York, Marilyn met people who appreciated her for more than just her physical appearance. Meetings with Lee Strasberg and Arthur Miller made a huge impact on her life. Arthur Miller, a famous playwright, not only became her husband, but also one of the biggest supporters of her career. With intensive support and training, Marilyn returned to Hollywood with renewed confidence. Her performances in the films Bus Stop in 1956 and Some Like It Hot 1959 earned critical acclaim and cemented her status as one of the best actresses of her time. Marilyn managed to prove that she was more than just a pretty face. She was an actress with extraordinary talent. However, even as her career continued to soar, Marilyn faced many personal challenges. The pressures of showbiz, mental health issues, and complicated relationships kept her life difficult. But through it all, Marilyn Monroe remained a symbol of strength and resilience. Marilyn Monroe's life story is proof that behind every big star, there is an unseen struggle. From a lonely orphan girl to a legendary icon, Marilyn's life journey was full of obstacles and hardships. However, with her determination and undying spirit, she overcame them all and left a lasting mark on the world. This is the inspiring story of Marilyn Monroe, a woman who, despite facing many hardships, never stopped dreaming and fighting. May her story inspire us all to never give up, no matter what obstacles come our way. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell to never miss another inspiring story. Thank you for watching.